If I lived in Mexico thousands of years ago, I would be considering blood sacrifice at this point. Avs lose to the Dallas Stars 5-3. This one's going to be pretty short because it hits a lot of the same beats almost every single Avs loss has hit this season. They end up losing the first period. They're unable to capitalize on their opportunities. The other team has a ridiculously high shooting percentage. Meanwhile, the Avs finishing is poor or they get goalied. One of the two. Pick whichever one you want. I don't care at this point. The difference in this game is, one, the Avs actually played really well for most of the first period. It's one of their better first periods, at least on the underlying metrics, in a while. They easily outshoot Dallas and created plenty of opportunities, including hitting 2 posts in the first period. But we're at game 24. That doesn't matter at this point. You need to win hockey games, and the Avs do not win this one. They do not even score first. They take a penalty, and they get scored on. Frustratingly, the Avs have had a really good PK to this point, but one easy entry for Dallas results in a disaster as they get set up and they're able to just throw a puck on net. This is not a dangerous puck. Georgiev probably should have done a better job in controlling it, but Josh Manson is right here, and the rebound comes right next to him. He's at least got to get a stick on this and get it to the corner or something. You cannot allow this puck to just squirt out into a dangerous area, and then when it does squirt out, he completely gets caught puck watching. What is he covering right here? Not this guy, not that guy. He's just standing there. So when this puck slips back through him as he moves his stick actively out of the passing lane, yeah, that's a tough look, and the puck's in his net. It's another tough one for Josh Manson, and, unfortunately, Josh Manson would go on to get hurt later in this game, which is bad. It's not a good thing. I don't think Josh Manson has been particularly good, but I do think the Avs will miss him if he has to be out long term. The Avs are not a particularly physical team. Everyone knows that. Everyone loves to point it out, and that becomes even more true if Josh Manson is out of your lineup. Yes, there were things that he needed to do better, but that's still a piece that is fairly unique in the Avs lineup that they're going to miss if Josh misses time. And I don't think it's been good, but I also don't think it's been the worst of all time. It's just that you combine the poor defensive play with the poor goaltending, and that's the mix for a disaster. I don't think this game is really Georgiev's fault. Most of the goals, there's not a whole lot he can do about, but he finds another way to post an 820. Meanwhile, Ottinger on the other side is making multiple fantastic saves on the Avs left and right. Statistically, the Avs' 2 goaltenders are 2 of the worst 3 in the league. I talked about how I thought this was unsustainable. It would appear that I was wrong, and the Avs might just have the 2 worst goalies in the league. Anyway, the Avs get that goal back. It takes some good bounces, though. For all the Avs special teams troubles, Nathan MacKinnon still goes Zoom. He is a zone entry machine. I just don't know how he does it. He's so good at it. He gets the Avs set up nearly every single time. It's a well put together play here to give Mikko a quality opportunity. He rips it off the post. That's a good shot. It bounces in behind. Mikko's going to get a stick on it. It's chaos in behind Jake Ottinger. Eventually the puck comes loose right in behind him. We've seen the Avs get scored on this way a couple of times. It's Nichushkin picking up the puck, finding it, and slipping it all the way home. And here's the thing. The Avs did get lucky at times in this game. That one was nice. They would get lucky on a later goal too, but they don't come at the crucial points of the game. The Avs' mistakes or bad luck against them have already caused the game to get into bad situations. So when they get good luck later on, yeah, it allows them to start a comeback, but it does not allow them to win the game. So when the Avs give up another goal and ultimately lose this first period, this is just kind of what happens. I'm picking up this play right here. The Avs have 3 people pinched in. The puck is coming up the wall to a Stars player. Nathan MacKinnon needs to be backing off here. Can you count the Stars players? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there's one up the ice, and Nathan MacKinnon is about to get burned by the guy heading up and out of the zone because his momentum is carrying him into the zone. Bad coverage. The Avs defense jump up into the play all the time. MacKinnon gets lost in the sauce on that one, and he's the reason that the Avs give up a 2-on-1 here. Now, with that being said, Josh Manson makes a great initial play. He breaks up this pass. That's good defense. The puck kicks in on Georgiev. Once again, Georgiev is not able to control the puck and cover it, so it stays loose and the Avs aren't able to recover defensively. This one's not on Manson. He made the good initial play. Girard's got to come in, get a stick on this. As the puck squirts loose, it's going to get tucked in behind Georgiev, but not directly in the net. Girard is there. He has the opportunity to make a play, but the Avs defense, especially the second pairing, their sticks were no good tonight, and it's in their net. Even when you're making good defensive plays, things aren't going your way. Josh Manson actually might be cursed at this point. To have good plays not go your way, to have bad plays not go your way, and to ultimately get injured, I don't know, buddy. You guys gotta get away at a certain point. It's not even your fault. So, a well-played first period, even if the result is bad. At that time, yeah, you were annoyed, but you didn't feel that bad about this game for the Avs. And then they go out and kind of get dominated in the second period. The entire team, the Stars were just better. Playing in the offensive zone is where you can get lucky. Playing in the defensive zone is where you get unlucky. That's exactly what happens for the Avs. Look, this is not a great play in the O-zone. Malinsky's got to get that past the defender. He can't let it go there because it has the opportunity to spring an odd man rush for Dallas. Now, the thing is, initially, the Avs defend this fine. They're back pretty well here. This shouldn't be all that dangerous. Not great defense from Mittelstadt there, but nothing that crazy. The initial shot, Mittelstadt actually gets back, gets his stick on the puck, and deflects the shot. That's good defense, but it's bad luck. With him deflecting the shot, that one you can't expect Georgiev to smother. A rebound, a redirected puck like that isn't going to happen. In fact, I'm talking nonsense because this puck doesn't even get to Georgiev. This redirect somehow slips directly to Jamie Benn's stick. What? How does that happen? It's a free goal from there. That's just crazy. I don't know what you want here. Yes, the Avs were not possessing the puck well, but teams don't possess the puck well all the time. Some of the teams that are at the top of their divisions have a sub 50% Corsi for percentage. You can play without the puck and still play effective hockey to a certain extent, but when pucks are bouncing off of your sticks straight to the other team's sticks with a wide open net, I just don't know what you're supposed to do. And when it rains, it pours. The Avs not playing very well in the second period, take a penalty late, and they get scored on again. This penalty kill, the Avs aren't nearly as good at. They let Dallas get set up pretty easily. They let them work very deep in the zone with the puck without really challenging much at all. And then the same critical factor. The Avs just have not defended this area well enough. Whether it's defending bodies, which I expect the Avs to be bad at, but I expect them to be better at stopping pucks from getting through this area. And Makar just gets beat by a pretty simple pass there. It does not immediately lead to the goal, but it is what ultimately causes the goal. Georgiev way overplays his hand here. He doesn't connect with his post, and he ends up swimming outside of the crease on the far side. So if this puck gets through, it's an automatic goal because of his play, and it does once again get through Makar for the second time in 5 seconds. That's not great, boss. The penalty kill is becoming a disaster for Colorado at this point. It is now actively costing you games. It probably is the reason the Avs lost this game. There are plenty of other reasons too, but special teams cannot allow the Avs to beat themselves. It's what's happening right now. The penalty kill has to get better. There are lots of other things that have to get better, but we've talked about them a lot. We have not talked about the penalty kill a lot. We are no longer in the first portion of the season where you're still working out the kinks in your systems. They should have this on lock, and they don't. It needs to get better. Third period was fun, at least. The Avs, you have to give them credit, do not quit. They keep pushing. They keep trying to get themselves back into games. It's not going to work. It's just not sustainable, my favorite word. You cannot consistently come back from 2 and 3 goal deficits in the NHL. It will not go your way the majority of the time. It's kind of what happened here, but that's for the end of the game. For now, the Avs get some good luck to get a goal back. The beauty of Avalanche hockey, they're 200 feet away from their own net here. Malinsky gets it up to Girard. Girard gets a pass through. A little bit of a funky bounce there, but it gets through to McKinnon, who's able to get him in the zone. McKinnon slips a pass up forward to Lehkonen. Lehkonen lets this one go. It's going to get deflected off of a stick and go directly in, so at least the hockey gods are sharing. Snaps his semi-slump, whatever you want to call it, so that's good to see. You can hopefully at least get him rolling a little bit more. That'll help the Avs going forward. And then even in sloppy, messy games where things aren't the greatest, sometimes the Avs are playing well, sometimes they're struggling, superstars still do superstar stuff. I don't really even have anything to say on this one. Just watch Cale Makar be better than every single player on the ice. He's able to maintain puck possession, he's able to find space, he's able to work the defense, and he's able to find Mikko across ice, and he finishes. Ridiculous. Makar and Rantanen both have a multi-point night. They tried to drag the Avs back into this one, but it just wasn't to be. They pushed, they got it to within 1, but Ottinger Bent did not break, and ultimately the empty netter goes the Stars' way. On the one hand, when you fall behind early, you're not supposed to win. On the other hand, the Avs probably didn't deserve to fall behind early as a team. There were a couple of crucial, big errors that cost them directly, because for whatever reason, it just seems like the Avs are never allowed to get bailed out out when they make crucial errors. And then Dallas was the better team when this game was close. They extended their leads and ultimately held on to those leads in the end, and the Avs couldn't get it done. On the whole, there aren't anything the Avs can do about the injuries. I don't think the injuries are an excuse for this game, though. They weren't injured enough. As much as you do miss guys like Drouin and Miles Wood, you still had McKinnon, you still had Rantanen, Lehkonen, Nichushkin, Middlestat. You had plenty of guys tonight that could have stepped up and did something better for you. They didn't. I think particularly Middlestat, at this point, you're looking at to do a bit more. He was unbelievably hot to start the season, and you knew that was going to cool off at some point, but that cooling period needs to end. He has just 2 points in his last 9 games, and both of those points came in the same game. Goose eggs in his last 5. I'm not worried that he'll get back on track. I know he'll get there, but the Avs need him to get there right now, especially without Drouin. It's the same issues over and over again for the Avs right now, and I'm afraid that those issues aren't going to change because it all stems back from goaltending. And again, I don't think Georgiev was the main problem, or probably not even the secondary problem in this game, but he's also not the solution. A handful of nights ago, he was the solution. He helped the Avs steal a game, and that felt great because he hadn't done it in so long, and now we're right back into the same muck, where it feels like your goaltender can't steal you a game, so if the players in front of them aren't A1 perfect, the Avs are going to struggle to win. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and maybe next time I'll just play a tape of me saying the same stuff.